and I cried out, take me, Lord, deep in my heart.
7:20 coming around towards 7:21 in Trinidad and Tobago on this Wednesday. Well, today, on November the 3rd, marks the 10th anniversary of gospel recording artist Mekaiel's debut single, Deep in My Heart. The single's anniversary is being commemorated with a collaborative release, giving the track a fresh take. Mekaiel joins us now. Good morning to you. Thank us very much for joining us. I know you're having some internet issues this morning, Mekaiel, but are you hearing us at all? Okay, doesn't seem...
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, all right, you're hearing. So there's a bit of a delay in the system right now. So let's try and make it as simple as possible. Tell us about the reworking idea, because from what I understand, it's being released for us here on Morning Edition. It's going to be on YouTube as well. Tell us about why.
Yes.
Why did you decide to do this reworking of that song?
Well, seeing that it's 10 years, honestly, I said to myself, you know what, should I do anything? Should I not do anything? And I spoke to my wife, and my wife actually told me, you know what, why not do it? So I actually said, all right, seeing that it's going to be 10 years, it's going to be commemorating 10 years of me being in music, 10 years of the debut single, and 10 years of me being in music in terms of officially having my own music, you know, that sort of thing. So that's why I said, all right, I'll do it. And I connected with my good friends, as of course we'll talk a little later on, but collaborated with some good friends of mine and said, let's get it done. And they actually jumped on board and said, why not? No problem. And that's how we actually got here, you know, with this release now.
And tell us about that journey, and why did you decide to do that reworking, and are you satisfied with the end product?
Yes, I'm very satisfied with the end product, and the reason for the reworking was I could have just simply said, hey guys, the song is 10 years, put it out there on social media and say, go listen to it if you still like the song, or go stream it on social media, stream it on music platforms and whatnot. But I said to myself, one, I have changed since the release of that single, along with and when I say change, I've grown in terms of my message, in terms of who I am personally, along with just wanting that persons can hear that there is that sense of maturity then in myself from what they've known me, from what they've known of me in the beginning. In the beginning I was very hyped. In the beginning I was very much, if anyone met me in like the first 3 years of music, I was very hyped. I was very energetic and like, hey, I need to do this, come on guys, let's do this. And now it's been a matter of, okay, knowing when to put that energy into a certain project, along with knowing when to hold back and be like, okay, this isn't called for that, or even messaging in terms of saying, okay, back then it was a matter of wanting your voice to be heard. Now it's a matter of, I am here, I am doing this, and what I want for the most part is that persons can see my heart more than anything else. It's not a matter of making it big. That is a byproduct, but the main thing is for persons to hear the message and be touched by it and be changed by it. That's the main thing.
And Mekaiel, as we're having our discussion, where can people find your work? Because not just the reworking from 10 years ago, but generally your body of work, where can people find it?
Well, they can find it everywhere in terms of on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, everywhere you listen to music in terms of on the music streaming platforms. You can get the song along with other songs, all of my works. You can get it there, along with, of course, on YouTube. So Mekaiel Official, you can get it on YouTube also. And yeah, once you follow me on social media, you can definitely you can and you will definitely see me sharing, where you can continue to get any new releases and that sort of thing.
And tell me about that journey in the intervening period from the first time Deep in My Heart was released 10 years ago to the present time. What has that journey been like?
Um, a lot of ups and downs. And definitely the fact that I'm still here, definitely the fact that um, well, I have been able to travel outside of Trinidad and Tobago, because of my music. The fact that I've been able to network with persons in Trinidad and outside of Trinidad, and the simple truth that, okay, no matter what, you're here for a purpose, and it's best to fulfill that purpose rather than just sit down on the giftings that you have. Um, that has been the biggest thing for me. So in being able to do this song, creating this song in a bathroom, we padded up the bathroom area. Me and the producer Jerome Degoville, we padded up the bathroom to record this debut single. It was just a guitar, acoustic guitar, and keyboards that we used along with a drum pattern. We put it together, did our best in mixing it and that sort of thing, and actually putting it out. And then, of course, me going to Beethoven Productions and cleaning it up, and then releasing it. To then now being able to connect with persons like Darius FM, Samuel Jaya Productions, Jevin Paul in terms of play keys. Being able to come now all full circle and be able to have a visual, have this reworking and whatnot. It's been a joy for me. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it, because when I reached out to the guys, I wasn't sure, because I know that, okay, during this pandemic and everyone is kind of either busy trying to make sure they can provide for their families, or they have all sorts of other things to consider when it comes to this pandemic and connecting with persons and being in the same space and whatnot. But they said yes, and yeah.
And before time runs out, Mekaiel, because as you just pointed out, I mean, it's taking creativity to a new level, coping with the pandemic and
Yes.
trying to find ways to do what you would normally do quite easily. But before time runs out on us, what's next? What's next for Mekaiel as far as the work that you do?
Well, I am currently working on my debut album. I would have released a mixtape back in 2012. The single would have been released in 2011. My debut single would have been released in 2011, and then I released in 2012 the mixtape that single was a part of. And now I'm working on my debut album. So we are in the final stages of it. We actually started the mixing and mastering process. It's been a journey because we started this in late 2019. We started the album in late 2019, so the pandemic did come and slow us down and that sort of thing. But we're here. We have one more song that we're finalizing, but we started the mixing and mastering process. So a debut album is coming with myself and Oakville Collective. So we're getting that body of work together, and hopefully that should be out by next year, hopefully early or the middle of next year.
All right. Well, Anthony Mekaiel Gonzales from San Fernando, thanks very much for taking the time to be with us and
you,
indeed marking the 10th anniversary of your debut single, Deep in My Heart. And before you go, once again, just remind everybody where they could find your body of work.
Hey guys, so you can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you listen to music, and you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere at Mekaiel Official, Mekaiel Official, Mekaiel Official. And yeah, let's keep up to date, and thank you guys so much for the support. TV6, Fazeer, everybody, thank you so much for the support, and thank you for having me this morning.
Indeed. It's a pleasure indeed, and all the best to you as well. Take care. 7:29 in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, as we go to the break at the bottom of the hour, here's a submission from Anthony Farrell. Very nice, and that's the traditional classic Manzanilla scene when you're going on, that river mouth area where there are these palm trees just at the point at which the river meets the sea. And now here's an image of a lily sent by a viewer from a repo. Very nice lily indeed, in that jug that you would usually find some juice of some sort, but that lily is very nice color, very peachy, kind of pastel-y type of color. Very interesting indeed as we go to the break.
Just like yours.